Ooh.
Clock, the new fan that I've only used in one other recording, but it makes sense specifically for this occasion. So that's what I did. But hello, bonjour, hi, and welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. I've got my water, of course, always, because I don't go without it. But I am drinking a very nice glass of iced tea with lemon.
That looks like beer.
For this specific occasion.
Yeah, I thought that was beer.
No, don't put it past me. Don't put it past me. But I do have my new RuPaul's Drag Race Live fan. I'm very excited. My hat is also good luck and don't fuck it up.
Yes.
Because I did. If you've watched any of our other programming from this weekend, fuck the hat. It doesn't look good on me on camera. I don't get it. But I did get back from Vegas. Finally, I get to acknowledge that I got to see two of our Canada's Drag Race Crave Original Canada versus the World Queens while I was in Vegas. Kind of wild. I'll talk about it more later. But yeah, this fan is very fitting for the occasion.
But if you were drinking anything else,
it would be in a cup mug, which guess what? Still don't have mine.
We got it on the right side. We got y'all.
Thanks. Well, appreciate it.
And you can get those at Lana G. Lana G Creations.etsy.com. And we do ship internationally, so there are no excuses. We're looking at you, Canada. Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. I knew I was going to wear this shirt for this finale, but here it came. It came. She won. I'm wearing my lemon shirt. Yay. And I am not drinking anything at the moment, but I just downed a Monster because I need energy.
And I also have a cute shirt because, I had to wear my LaFille shirt for such occasions.
It was your destiny that the lemon shirt came in time for this, right?
Oh, I've had this for a while now. So
I know. Yes. I was like, I've seen this shirt before.
Well, I haven't.
Yes, I've worn it before, but it's been a little bit.
But I haven't seen it. Anyways, I am Brandon, your professional fangirl of console dragon video games. I'm just drinking water. This is unopened right now because this came from my car. So.
Hi, I am River, your Brazilian correspondent here on The Cup. And today I love a theme, so I tried to be as in theme as possible with our winner. So I got everything yellow that I have, basically. And today I have two cute mugs because I am drinking some coffee out of my giraffe mug that is the size of my head. Yes. And it's yellow. And some water out of my Tweety mug because also yellow. So
cute. That giraffe mug is a mood and a half.
I love it. Did you see? The giraffes inside? It's so cute.
I did not see that.
That is so cute. I love that.
Well, it's over, and the outcome we all thought was going to happen happened. And hey, I'm not mad at it at all.
No.
I'm not mad either, but yeah.
Yeah, I have complicated feelings, but I'm still very happy.
Yeah. I'm sad this season is over because honestly, this season was great.
It really was.
Yeah, I wish it was longer, but
Canada versus the World,
I'm happy with the results.
2 great seasons. Mm-hmm. I was really happy with it, but
I hope they realize with this season that Canada versus the World, at least, I don't know about the UK franchise, but Canada versus the World needs their own Untucked. Please, I'm begging. Also
especially
global, but
cast.
That's a different conversation. Especially with this cast. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yes, we are going to dive into finale shenanigans and buffoonery. But before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we are here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. Currently, that means a little less drag now that Canada versus the World is over.
But not for long.
Don't worry, there's more coming.
Yeah, because what did just get announced not too long ago, or what was being teased?
Oh, we already talked about it on another podcast, Brandon. But yes, UK and España are coming very soon. So, yeah, we'll be here talking about all those. Check out the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access, including early access to the Look Over Here episodes for the franchises we are currently covering. So, boom. But yes, we come into the workroom and Fierce is gone. But don't worry, she's still pissed.
Yep. Her
I love her mirror message. So good.
I mean, she knew.
Congrats, Lemon. And did you see that Lemon made that her header on Twitter? So good.
Shut up.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that was everything.
I cannot believe. So
I love them.
I didn't watch this finale until Sunday morning. And I cannot believe that I did not get spoiled in this whole time, despite Logan almost spoiling on a different podcast.
I don't even remember what the context was for that.
Yeah, I'm really curious what the context was. I was like, no, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
I don't even remember.
Was it during Mexico?
No, it was during Global.
No, it was during Global. It was during Global.
Okay. Well,
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
No, I unfortunately got spoiled. Literally, like, because my Instagram feed, I don't know why it will always show the second picture first, not the first one.
I've had that issue too. It's an Instagram issue.
Yeah, it's an Instagram issue, and that pissed me off. So I was just like,
Yeah. But yeah, we have our final four, of which I got to see one of them perform at Drag Race Live, and I was really excited about it. Because I didn't know what the lineup was going to be, because they just don't announce it until you're in the theater waiting for the show. Unless it's Mirage doing her debut weekend at Drag Race Live the weekend after I'm there. Yes, I'm still pissed.
Well, I'm really curious who she's taking the place of, because, like, I wonder if you would be like,
I don't think she's taking the place of anyone, because typically the show is 6 girls.
Yes.
And it was only 5 when you were there?
My Drag Race Live was only 5.
Okay, then yes, you can be pissed.
It was 4 and a host.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure we had 2 swings during our show, which is why
swingers?
I'm very... You're not a theater kid, and it shows. No, swings are people that can come into the show at any point and cover almost any role.
I mean, swingers can do that too.
Anyway.
Where's that Brad laugh when we need it?
Where's my fuck you David button? That's what I need right now. But no, it means that I got fuck you. Literally fuck you. I'm just trying to tell this story so we can move on with the rest of our podcast, and you're preventing me from doing so. So thanks, David. Brandon is on a time crunch today, David.
That part.
But thankfully, even whether she was a swing or not, I was very excited to find out that I finally got to see Kennedy Davenport perform live.
Yes.
And it was very, very good. Yeah, because the show was Asia hosting, and I love Asia O'Hara. So
oh my God, jealous.
Asia. It was Asia, Kahana Montrese, who definitely was a swing that night, and it showed. I love Kahana dearly, but and I think Kennedy was a swing as well, because she did not know the first part of the show at all.
And
it was very funny. And then Derek Barry, of course, and Miss Essence of Hall.
Look over here.
Jade Essence Hall. And I was very excited about that. So, and then literally was at a different thing. I went to Disco Show in Vegas, which apparently was hosted by Eureka. And we had no clue what it was until I walked in. And then all of a sudden, Eureka just starts coming through the crowd. And I'm like, I turned to my boyfriend. I'm like, why is Eureka here? It was a great show. I will say, for all of the not so great things I've said about Eureka this season, she is a phenomenal live performer. So,
I don't think any of us ever said otherwise. Just to put it out there.
I still
Yeah.
don't particularly care for her, but I have a little bit more respect for her as an entertainer now that I've seen her live. But anyway, finale, top 4 shenanigans. We come into the workroom the next day. They're coming over, and Serene walks into the workroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the soft launch of Serene Fox as a permanent judge, and I'm fine with it.
And I'm here for it. I am obsessed with that woman.
We all.
I don't know if she.
Yes.
I want to be her.
Yeah. Actually, here's the thing. Is my thing since I was a kid. I don't know if I want to be her or if I want to be with her.
Valid.
I would be good with either, honestly.
Yeah. Now, I'm curious whether they're just going to add a spot on the panel, or if she's just going to take over for Tracy, or if they're going to do like a Ross and Carson back and forth. I hope it's the third option, because I do love Tracy. I think Tracy's been a lovely addition.
But we also don't know
Brendan.
why Tracy kind of just dropped.
She did the first half of the season, and then Serene literally did the back half.
Yes. So, and I was expecting Tracy to come for the finale, but hey, I'm so
maybe
upset.
something happened that we don't know, like that she wasn't available or something.
No. And then the chaos of it all, of Fierce Delicious putting a missing poster for her on Twitter.
Oh my God, I love Fierce. She's so messy for no reason. I love it.
But yes, we find out that the final Maxi Challenge is a Lipsync Smackdown for the crown. Shocker. They did it last year. I'm no one surprised. So they're getting ready. They're doing their thing. It feels very last day of school. Like, what was your first impression of everybody? And I'm like, I didn't pay attention that much during this segment. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah, the finales are always kind of like that for me. I love watching the season, and I just watch the finale to get the results and the finale looks, because other than that, it's just not exciting to watch. And it's not, I don't think it's anyone's fault, because I don't think I cannot imagine what they production could do to kind of twist it and kind of make it more interesting again. Because it kind of, what we get is kind of what we need to get, kind of. So I don't know what I would do, but it's a little, like, you don't have to pay that much attention to it when you're watching the finale. Just the lip syncs.
The one part I will say that was very interesting was we get our top 4 being painted, literally.
Yeah, don't use quotes.
Literally painted, even though they didn't end up using it in the end.
What? You mean she didn't paint those?
No.
I'm kidding.
You mean the printed
by
pictures at the end?
Yeah.
No, she didn't paint those.
No, but those portraits look good when she actually painted. Like,
yes.
Oh, the silhouette paintings were so good.
If I was one of the girls, I would want to keep that and put it in my house, like, for real. So good.
You know, what I love about all this is the fact that Raja had a whole purple afro ready, looking like Bob Ross. And of course, all the all-stars were so confused. I was like, what is happening? But it was great. But like you can see that she actually like has a genuine like talent for like painting all that. So I was like so happy to see it. Like those silhouette paintings, like that was good. Like, that was good.
And really fast. Like, because it wasn't like long. I don't think, maybe she was like with each of the girls for 10 to 15 minutes at most, I would say.
Maybe
20 at most. But like, I don't.
It had to have been longer.
You think?
Longer.
Wow.
Because like yes, it looks like it was like a 3-minute segment for each queen, and then kind of edited down to like what they could. So,
But I really like because I was talking about like what twists can we have. I think Canada versus the world is my favorite type of finale, because this thing that they do with the previous winner, having like interviewing the girls and talking to the girls and having like the whole throne and order of photo shoot or something. I think that's really my favorite type of finale that we have currently.
No, it's my favorite too because I appreciate when like any past winner comes back and then just like gives that talk, which I love. So I'm still my favorite when it comes to that is when it was Isis and Kimmy in season 3 when they got to see each other. So and then with this one, it was Raja and Kennedy getting that heart to heart.
Because I was like, oh yeah, no, they're related somehow in the big family tree of the Davenport.
Raja Davenport O'Hara.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I couldn't remember what her exact relation is. I guess it's just little sister.
Yeah, just little sister.
I was like, who's the connection? I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
But one of my favorite parts of this segment was when Raja went to reveal her painting to Cheryl, and Cheryl thought it was going to be a stick figure. She was like, so shocked. I love Cheryl. She's so funny.
I love Cheryl.
Damn.
Cheryl's great. Isn't Cheryl great, David? Cheryl's great, David. Don't you think, David?
Yeah,
Cheryl's
I like Cheryl.
Do you?
I do. Look, I can like somebody and not think they deserve to win half of the episodes of the season.
That's fair.
Well, that's fair. I still just stand by the fact that if this was the 2-winner format, like last season of Canada vs. the World, Cheryl would have at least 2 wins.
Period.
But anyway, and Lemon would probably have 5. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.
And rightfully so, honestly.
She is now the 3rd queen in Drag Race history to never place below high on a season. And guess what? Each one of those girls won their season.
We're about to have another one. Mexico, Eva, right? She never placed below safe, I think.
No, this is never placed below high.
Oh, got it.
Eva joins the group of girls that has never placed below safe. That is correct.
Okay.
But there are only 3 girls who have never placed below high. Mind you, 2 of them are on a season where there's only 5 competitive episodes.
That part.
Because it's Drag Sethless, Lemon, and then the one that is the most impressive is Kiona. So
period.
Yeah. But shall we just go to the runway and talk about the judges and then the lip syncs and do that?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Yay. Wonderful. I did not have my button ready. But here. With another person in drag for the first time ever.
Yes.
Looking
beautiful.
I love this Brooklyn dress made by Suki Doll.
Yes.
Did y'all see?
I cannot wait to see her back.
They made Suki and Isis made a post. I think it was mostly Isis's post. Talking about all of the looks that they made for this season, and it was like a couple of Brooks looks, a lot of Lemon, a lot of Tainomi, and a lot of Fierce's looks. I was just like, hello.
Werk.
Hello. And then Brad, come to find out,
everyone looks good.
Well, Brad in Vintage Balmain.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. Okay. Work, Brad.
And I kind of love that everyone is in black and white, and then Raja just stands out in the monochromatic purple. It's so beautiful.
But of course.
You know, Raja had to, like, her second color is purple, so it's just black and white, and then the pop of purple, which still love.
And Serene looking gorge. Oh,
love Serene.
Jesus Christ.
Love her.
The Serene leg as well. Just
The double earrings? Is it? I don't know if it was double earrings or just like a very crazy earring, but it looked like double earrings.
I believe it's don't quote me on this comment section, but I believe they are indigenous earrings made by one of the indigenous tribes of Canada. I'm gonna go ahead and assume. I don't know which one. But she does that a lot, where a lot of her earrings are very big and bold, and that is a statement piece of indigenous tribes across all of North America. So, and I love that. And God, I love her so much.
Like I already loved it, and I know that she does a lot of that. I don't know if a lot of the things that she wears are made by them, but I know that she brings a lot of that culture into her looks a lot of the time. So I love that.
I love that she honors her indigenous heritage at every single possible opportunity. And it makes it, and I love Tracy, let me make that clear again, but it makes so much sense to have an indigenous person on the panel for Canada's Drag Race. Like, it really does.
It's important.
And we saw the
it's
impact. We saw the impact
of
Serene when it came to Venus last season on Canada, and all of the indigenous queens that Serene has interacted with throughout her time on the show too. So I had no clue who she was prior to Canada's Drag Race, and now I'm just like, more Serene Fox, please.
Literally.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, do we want to talk about the runways here, or do we want to just talk about the lip syncs?
We can briefly talk about the looks, because obviously we have look over here, so just brief, like very brief.
Category is Crown Me. Do that challenge. And we're going in order of eliminations, which means first up is La Cajena. Brief thoughts.
Beautiful, but girl, proportionizing.
I love the whole flame touch on the shoe. Like I didn't notice that until seeing this picture. I'm just like, ooh, okay, because obviously when she was walking, I couldn't tell, but also whoever's doing the lighting, they always are on point every time. They always like are on theme for whatever they're wearing. So just love.
I wish she had ended on a higher note than this.
I adore her. She's great. Next up is LaFille.
Love Phil. And I love this look.
Now, why on the Instagram pictures they only put the half shot and not the full shot?
And that's why I pulled this shot.
I know. And I love this so much. Again, I love LaFille. Love the whole heritage stuff on here. Like all the Chinese heritage stuff on here. Just love.
And they kind of look like a chess piece. Low-key.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I really like this. I think I just expect big looks for the finale, but it's okay.
I think it not being a big look is exactly why I love it.
That part.
Tainomi Banks.
Her best of this season ended on the best note possible.
I love the whole theme of like we're gonna get the whole color scheme of what Tainomi was wearing. Like that geeked me out. I was like, oh, work, because like I love this color on her so much. So
yeah, I like this. I'm not crazy about like kind of the tinsel-y things hanging off of it because it just looks like frayed edges.
Out of the shoulders, there's like dangly things. I just noticed it just now that you mentioned it.
I like that detail though.
She looks good, but why the ankle strap, girl?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Next up is Eureka in an elephant dress again.
It's good, but exactly. Like we get it, but it's still good.
I mean, it was fine. Like again, the again, Eureka the Elephant Queen, like obviously had to like flaunt that, which, and I love how it moved though. Do like this wig as well.
One of my favorite finale looks. I really like it. I think it's on brand for her, and she did it.
She's beaten us over the head with the brand, but it is a really, really good look. Miss Fiercelicious.
Girl. Perfect.
Oh my god, yes. Again, her package, like literally Fierce's package is literally one of the best this season.
Best look of the night.
Could you look like you wanted to be there, girl? Come on. Cheryl.
Love this for her. Love that she ended on looking beautiful, and not my favorite look of the night, but very good. And she looks beautiful.
This is signature Cheryl here. Like I love how her like that flowy cape with it. Just love.
Yeah, one of her best looks. Just wish she had a better shape.
I love Cheryl. She looks so good. Yes, Cheryl. Period. Alexis Mateo.
Now this was my favorite look of the night. Oh my god, so good. Ugh.
No, my jaw dropped when I saw this. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, very strong look for her.
Probably one of her best looks ever, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Her premiere look still was my favorite.
Kennedy Davenport. Yes.
I love this dress, but just her head looks so tiny. I just wanted something on top. But this dress is everything.
The effectiveness of this simple but very beautiful gown. Like, I love how she mentioned that it was like one of her like pageant dress that she wore that to be part of this. And I was like, yes, it makes so much sense.
This was a close second behind Fierce for me.
I love this. I mean, this is what we expect from Kennedy Davenport, and I'm not mad at it. And last up, Lemon.
Good, very good, but I was a little underwhelmed. Just a little bit.
That's understandable because her entrance look was my favorite, like compared to this. However, love all like the lemon wedges everywhere. So like obviously lemon for lemon. So what is it with fruits that I love about like just everything? So
because you are one.
Ooh. Oh yes.
Oh, you said it first. Damn.
Good look, but it's giving me deja vu.
See, for me, this is how you hit us over the head with your brand, but not in a repetitive way. Because this is still different from any other lemon look we've seen from her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because this is one of the first times we've seen her like use her fruit, whereas like Nymphia's like obviously with the bananas, obviously. So, okay, but yeah, true.
Okay. Well, they do their whole portrait thing, whatever, and then apparently we are campaigning for Miss Congeniality.
Yeah. And Tainomi had my favorite answer. I gotta be honest.
No.
She said,
money to pay
"Girl,
off.
honestly, I just need the money." Like, that's so real to me. I would have voted for
Real.
her.
I honestly kind of wish they had given it to Tainomi.
Honestly, but
No, but in actuality, if I was on that season, I would have voted for LaFille. Because like their energy to me was like they were like the most congenial, actually. Like when you think about the word, like they were that for me. I don't think they were on the season long enough though for the girls to vote for him. I think that's why they didn't. Like,
Yeah, that's fair. I will say, like, interacting with LaFille, very congenial. I don't know that I saw it as much on the show as I did with Eureka. Like, we saw Eureka helping like people at every moment and really connecting with people. So it only made sense to me that Eureka, like her or not, deserved it if it's voted based on the queens and how they're interacting with each other.
Yeah, Eureka's made the most sense. It was just so weird because they were campaigning for Miss Congeniality when all the times we got Miss Congeniality, that was done after the show. And it was only announced on social media. So I was very like a little off put with that.
It was weird.
Did we hear La Kahena speak at all? Like, she was the only one of the non-top 4 that didn't give a pitch for Miss Congeniality, but I don't think I heard her voice once this episode.
She was the first person that talked.
Yeah.
Was she?
Yeah.
As soon as they went back, she was like, "Girls, I missed a lot. What happened?"
Yeah.
That's all.
Which opens a can of worms that we got with Fierce coming for Lemon.
It's so good. And like I kind of felt like it was half real and half like just for TV, which is one of the reasons why I love Fierce. Like, this season wouldn't have been half as entertaining if she wasn't there. And when they were pitching for Miss Congeniality, and she was like, "Well, actually, I think it should have been me. It should be me because I held back my tongue a lot." And I was like, and I bet she actually did. Honestly,
she apparently they cut that line too. She said on Twitter, because the full line was something to the effect of, "I held my tongue a lot when a lot of you girls looked like shit on the runway." And according to her on Twitter, she did get 3 votes.
Well,
I could see people like strategically voting for her if they are like, well, I want to win. Let me vote for somebody who's not gonna get any votes.
I think Eureka voted for her for sure because they're friends.
It was Eureka, and I think it was Alexis and somebody else.
I think maybe Alexis voted for her for shits and giggles. Like
Eureka, Alexis, and Cheryl.
And have they confirmed this?
No, that's just what Fierce said.
Yeah. Yeah, we did get a quote that I really liked when we had that interaction between Lemon and Fierce, where Lemon says she has the maturity of an effing rock.
Yeah.
That had me under.
Ooh. I do also love that Fierce tweeted 5 minus 4 equals 1 and then just edited in her with a crown and scepter.
I love her.
Okay, I love Fierce so much.
Because like she's in on the joke, so
yeah. Unfortunately, Fierce didn't win Miss Congeniality, which I think just would have been it would have been so funny. But I do think they give it to the right person based on the season, which is Eureka. Sure.
Dessert.
Love it. Love it for her. I was also like, give it to Phil. Phil hasn't had an opportunity to win money on Drag Race before.
I know.
Eureka's won money on Drag Race before. Let her live. Anyway. So we go to our final 4 lip syncs. Apparently I missed something because David's making that face again.
No, I just want to. Probably my favorite part of the episode comes with them picking their boxes for the final four lip syncs?
Yeah.
I wonder if you know where I'm going with this.
Yep.
Yeah, so they each have to pick a box from a different host, and in the box is the name of a song, and whoever has like matching song titles, they will be lip syncing against each other. And we hear a lot from Kennedy, like, oh, I just do not want to lip sync against Lemon. I don't want to do that, and I don't really want to lip sync against my American sister. So I hope I'm against Cheryl. And then when they go to pick the judges, Lemon first picks Raja because that's the spot she wants to be in next time they do Canada versus the World, which I was like, okay, that's clever. But then my favorite part of the episode, I'm laughing before you all even know. When Kennedy has to pick, she said, I'm going to go with the shiny man in the jacket.
We still don't know Brad's name.
Nope, and I live for it because I'm not a Brad fan. So I was like, humble him. The shiny man in the
shiny man in the jacket.
Kennedy doesn't give a single, and I love her for that.
I love her.
I
love her so much. And I do love that we get that cut with, I really just don't want to go against Lemon. I don't want to go against Lemon. And then Lemon's like, I don't want to go up against Kennedy Davenport. She's one of the best lip syncers of the franchise. And you want to know what, Julie? They go up against each other in the first fucking round.
What you want to do isn't necessarily what you're going to do. Is what they said.
I wish there was a way, like when you have these like lip sync for the crown, I wish there was a way to do it so that it wasn't as random and you don't have the two people who've done the best going against each other in the first round, because it really makes for like a disappointing moment when you can't have them going against each other at the top two. This should have been the top two in my book.
Yeah,
well, what you
agree.
want to do isn't necessarily what you're gonna do, David.
Right.
And it wasn't. So.
No.
Yeah.
No. But we get Lemon and Kennedy lip syncing to Hideaway by Kaisa. Finally, a lip sync song. I had been waiting for this song for a minute.
I know, same.
And this lip sync did not disappoint.
It was really good.
It was.
No, this was the lip sync of the season. Like the lip sync of the season.
I still disagree.
Oh.
I still think the best lip sync we got this season is that first lip sync between Eureka and Kahana.
Oh, true. Yes.
I think this was better.
That's fair.
Yeah, I really like the energy. Like, and you saw them both doing their own lip sync styles so well, and I think what kind of hurt Kennedy for me is that I feel like we've seen it a lot from Kennedy, and she does it so well. And I hate that it feels like less special because we've seen her do this kind of lip sync style a lot, because she really killed it. But there was something about Lemon in this lip sync that I could not stop watching. Like, she was mesmerizing to me. So for me, I would have given this to Lemon.
No, for me, this was like very close because I watched this lip sync twice because there's discourse, like there always is on Twitter, thinking that it was overly edited to make sure that it was focused on Lemon. However, when I watched it twice, I didn't see that at all. Because that's what a lot of people
I didn't see that in this lip sync. I saw it in another one.
I know, but people were saying it for this one too. So I didn't see any, because like it was very close. Because like when it came to their styles, like it could have been a toss up. Like, what if they gagged us and like had them both win?
I don't think they would have done that.
I know they wouldn't have, but still. But to me, yeah, Lemon did win this one, for me at least.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. They both did very well. It was a really good lip sync. But for me, I just felt like the moves that Lemon was doing fit the song better. like the rhythm and all that. I just enjoyed the moves that Lemon was doing more than Kennedy. But it was really close. It was just, in my opinion, it was just a matter of like taste and whose performance you enjoyed more, because they both technically did very well. So
Yeah, I think all of these lip syncs were really close and really good lip syncs. Like I really enjoyed all three of the lip syncs we got on this occasion. For me, though, I think the person that embodied the song the best was Lemon, and she won. And I'm sad that means that we lose Kennedy Davin.
I hope these American queens that came on here knew what kind of uphill battle they would have. Like, having two Americans win both Canada versus the world, that's just not going to happen. So
No.
I hope that they were all at peace going into this with, look, if I do well, that's great. Probably not going to win, though. I just want to get the exposure and maybe earn some new fans. And I think Kennedy definitely did that. Definitely. This was the most I've liked her. And I've liked her ever since her first season. But this was the season for me with Kennedy.
Yeah. She's one of my favorite queens of all time. And I've said that all season. And I'm so happy that I am so thrilled that in 2024, we got to see Kennedy Davenport back on our TVs. Like,
I know.
How cool is... And again, she's still doing that House of Drag thing. I don't know what that is. Because it sounds like now it's a live show. So I'm confused by the whole situation. But I'm like, it's so cool to see someone like Kennedy. And I will say the same thing for Alexis as well. It's been really cool to see them both back on TV again. Years for Alexis, 12 years after her first time on Drag Race. It's just been a really cool opportunity to see Kennedy again and to see her not give a fuck. And just, I love Kennedy. I really do.
yeah, I love every time we get any queen that was on the logo experience and history of RuPaul. I'm excited anytime any of them come back. Because it's just nostalgic in the best way, and it's just really cool to see how they evolved, like not just as queens but as people, like how they changed and all of that. I love that, and that they get the chance to get exposed to like the new fandom, like the new generation of Drag Race fans. So.
Yeah, like ever since the season got announced, like when I saw Kennedy like be part of the cast reveal, like she was the most excited I was like of the entire cast, because like watching Kennedy from season 7, like I've always like loved her then, and obviously like I can officially say like I'm a Kennedy stan. So
yes, God,
most quotable queen, or one of the most quotable queens of the show.
No, sorry. Next.
I would say the most quotable, honestly.
Fuck my
Maybe
bad.
her and Laganja.
Bianca's
would be
up
good
there
too.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. We have so many. So like top 5, I would say for sure.
Yes.
Special podcast coming soon, maybe.
Right.
Honestly.
With what time?
With what time?
What time?
Girl.
Let's talk about our round 2 lip sync. I did love when Kennedy and Lemon were literally they picked each other immediately. I do love that Alexis and Char were like, oh my God, I wonder what I'm going to get. Oh my God. It felt very, what? Energy. And I really appreciated that. So Alexis and Char lip syncing. Yes.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, lip syncing to Too Many Men, Too Little Time by Miguel Brown.
My favorite moment from that entire thing when it was Brooklyn opening Cheryl's box and then
Yep.
I loved it. Bring Cheryl back for everything.
I'm loving Brooklyn this season as a host. I hope she just goes more into this style of hosting. More. Love it.
So, as far as this lip sync goes, I have to disagree with something that Logan said earlier about every lip sync being pretty close. I will agree. I'll give you 2 out of 3. For me, this one wasn't close. I had a pretty cut and dry, clear winner. We all
Because you
know.
hate Cheryl.
We all know. But for me, I thought Cheryl dominated this lip sync. She bodied Alexis.
What?
Yes. For me, I just knew Alexis was going to get the win, but I'm like, yeah, she doesn't deserve it because Cheryl was so fun, and I could not keep my eyes off of her during this lip sync. She hands down beat Alexis in this.
You should. I agree.
But damn, I did not expect you to say that, David.
Yes.
I'm fair. She killed it.
I agree completely. I think Cheryl understood the song so
Mhm.
perfectly. And I think it would have just been... You couldn't have written it better to put Cheryl in the top 2 with Lemon when they were the first 2 eliminated on UK versus the World Season 1, and now they're the top 2, and you could still give the win to Lemon because she deserves it, but
Yes. Honestly.
I love Lemon. I love Cheryl.
Mm-hmm.
This was me. I was just like, yeah, I was like, this writing, it writes itself. Been saying that since...
Not giving Cheryl the whole win as well. Like this, oh my god, so many missed moments. Seriously.
Again, it writes itself. I've been saying it since episode 2 when they did the traders or for the whole, and like Cheryl should have won that. Should have just won that because of the fact that Cheryl with no hole winning the whole, and then with this like Lemon and Cheryl, that would have been a full circle moment. And then literally in the beginning of the season, when Cheryl said to Lemon, "You were my only alliance."
I didn't remember that. See, but here's why I don't like the lip sync for the crown or the Smackdown for the crown. I don't like that format anymore, for me personally, because if they're gonna do that and they're not gonna give the person that did they're not gonna give the win to the person that did the best in the lip sync, don't do a lip sync for the crown. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Do something else. Literally anything else, because it's so infuriating. Like it's just I feel gaslit every time we have one of those, because it's just like why are you doing that to us? Why are you doing that to the queens? It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fun. It's not entertaining to me. I honestly think Kennedy and Lemon should have been the top 2, but if it was with the results that we had, I do agree that Lemon won over Kennedy. And then for this, I think for the overalls of the season, Alexis should be in the top 2 out of her and Cheryl. But Cheryl won the lip sync. So if it's a lip sync for the crown, Cheryl should have gotten so it just I am very I'm almost making the decision to not watch RuPaul judged seasons anymore, because it's not fun for me anymore. It's not fun, it's not entertaining, it's not a good time. But I love the queens. It's not their fault. I love all of the queens, but it's getting really hard for me, honestly.
I do also love that you're saying that while we're watching a Brooklyn Heights judged season of Drag Race.
It doesn't matter because it's the production. I don't know if the production is the same for US and Canada.
Not at all the same.
But it doesn't.
Not at all the same.
It doesn't matter.
I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. I just thought it was really funny that you're mentioning that while we're watching a season, not host with RuPaul.
No, and not Canada. Not the franchise. Canada is one of my favorites, but you know what I'm saying.
And the thing is, and here's what I will say on that topic, because I do agree to an extent. The problem is the US franchise has already moved on from this format, and the rest of the world has to catch up to it. That's the thing. It's like, and I agree with you completely. I think the Lip Sync Smackdown for the Crown was a great idea. Emphasis on was. And I think now, ever since season 14 of US, where they get their individual performances and then we get a lip sync for the crown, I think that is the best way to do a finale. And I love the way that we did season 16 this year with all 3 of the individual performances and then announcing the top 2, getting rid of Plain Jane, because that always makes me happy. And then like doing it that way. I just think the rest of the world needs to catch up. And once the rest of the world catches up, I think it'll be fine again. I honestly think for the versus the world seasons, I think they're going to keep this as the format for the finale. I got to be honest. I just think that is the universe that we're going to be living in. And if it's just for the versus the world seasons, I'm not as mad about it. Because then it makes it a little bit more special. Because we're not seeing it on, because not every franchise does things the same way. And I really do appreciate that. So I get what you're saying. I just think if we leave it as a versus the world thing, I think that makes it a little bit more, remember, now we're watching UK versus the world. Oh, it's a Lipsync Smackdown for the crown where they can still rig the results however they want to. But like, whatever. But if you're basing it off of track record on these 2 lip syncs, then it should have been Lemon and Alexis. I agree. But, and this is nothing to discredit Alexis because she is a great performer and did well in this lip sync.
No, yeah, Alexis still did amazing because I was, again, I did watch both lip syncs twice, so I thought Alexis won the first time, and then when I watched it the second time, I was like, wait, did Cheryl actually win that? So,
well, Alexis did win the lip sync.
I just wanted to say my rant was because I'm watching Global as well, and it kind of mushed together. So that's
that's valid and fair.
Yeah.
I just want to take this moment because I love Cheryl, and I have been the resident Cheryl defender of this season. I just love her. I really do. I'm so happy that we, as she talked about, got to see the fully evolved version of Cheryl on this season. And I'm glad that she came back for a 3rd time. And I'm glad that we got to see more of her. And no, she still doesn't have a win. She's the 2nd queen ever to compete 3 times and never have a win. But that just makes her kind of iconic. It really just, you're never going to be able to forget Cheryl. And I adore her. Truly, genuinely.
And her exit was so funny. Like calling Jujubee.
Jujubee, it didn't work. Oh, what's this franchise? Oh, I'm going. I love
Cheryl.
And you know what? Bring Cheryl back a 4th time. I want it.
I would love to see it.
No, I would like to see it.
Give her a few years. I'm not mad at seeing Cheryl.
Let her tour, get some money so she can get designer to make her better outfit. And then, because the talent, baby. The charisma? Yeah.
Yeah, so as the resident Cheryl offender, I guess, I do want to say that I do like Cheryl. I like her as a person. I've met her in person a couple years ago. She was super sweet. Like I met her at a UK tour meet and greet, and she was so kind. She seemed to be like one of the most excited people to meet fans, and she even called me out. She's like, I know I wasn't one of your favorites. Like, I don't know how she knew it, but she knew it. I think it's probably just because, like, I don't know. But I do want to give her credit. Like, this is the most I've ever liked her this season. She really deserved all of the top placements she got. Well, there's only one that I would have questioned. But other than that, I think she really did well, even if she didn't get any wins. And she should be proud. I think she won over a lot of new fans. So I'm happy she was here. And I was not happy when I saw she was cast. So she changed my mind.
Was that one challenge the Rusical? The Snatch Game Rusical?
Yeah, just because like with the top 2, I would have had Alexis in there, but still, she did well in it. Everybody did.
Yeah.
Except
Cheryl is another memorable one because when you think of her, like we kind of quoted a lot from her. Like, I can't wait for another week to be mediocre. And then she took that meme, and when she was on the top for, was it 3 weeks in a row? Which I was
I
like
think so.
I was like, oh, that is clever. And then of course the whole moments, like her comedic moments is what sold it for me, especially when she did the middle finger during the whole, and then of course Brooklyn doing it back, and then but again, her comedic like timing of everything is just what I love of like from her. So yes, please bring her back at some point.
I think for me, she's one of the most entertaining personalities that we have. And I just want to say this. I need her to get a podcast. I need her on podcast. I want to listen to her talk.
I want her and
for
Lemon
hours.
to have a podcast.
Mom? Hey, Mom? Production?
Mom,
Get Cheryl a podcast. Thank you.
you did it for Delta. Now do it for Cheryl. Thank
Please.
you very much. But yes, let's talk about our final two, our top two of the season, Alexis and Lemon. And I'm not mad at this top two. I would have rather had Kennedy, but I'm not mad. Especially with this lip sync song, I gotta be honest, because I love that we are now getting the tradition on Canada that the final lip sync song is Celine. And I love that they do it every season now. And we got Love Can Move Mountains, which is one of my favorite Celine songs. So, and it was a good lip sync.
No, that it works so well. It works so well.
Both of them with the like flowy capes, like that was so beautiful. It was not it was not like one of my favorite lip syncs by far, but it was still very good. And I do love the tradition of always having Celine for the finale. That's so iconic, and I think I hope that they keep doing it.
Yeah, I thought this was a very good lip sync for both of them. I don't think it gave me any moments that I'm gonna remember forever. Like the first couple of lip syncs we saw in this episode, I was like, okay, some queens really left their stamps. But this was a little bit more straightforward and just a solid lip sync from both of them. With that said, I think based on the fact that it was even enough, and we do have the track record speaking for itself, I definitely would have given the win to Lemon.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
No, yeah, watching this lip sync, because this was the one that I only watched once. So, because I really wanted to be sure with the first two, like we got the fair winner that we got. And then watching this, like, and what's so weird about it, and this always happens, because we never have that, I guess, lip sync shine moment that we have during finales. That because like we always have it for the other two, but we don't get it for this. So, still love the song. It makes sense because this, like, I'm surprised that this was the song. Like, it took this long for them to use the song. So, but
Yeah, I think it was a good lip sync. I think they both did a really, really good job. I'm not surprised by the winner, the winner, the winner of everything, the winner of the season. It's zesty up in here, and I'm so thrilled for Lemon. I'm so thrilled for Lemon.
Congrats, Lemon.
I was just like that.
Congrats, Lemon.
I said at the beginning of the podcast that I had complicated feelings on this. So I just want to get those out of the way before we like just completely give her a love fest. So I'm very happy about Lemon winning. Season 1 of Canada is one of my top favorite seasons ever. It's by far one of the seasons I've watched the most because I've watched it 5 times. And I had 3 queens I absolutely fell in love with immediately in that season. And those were Priyanka, Jimbo, and Lemon. So does it feel super correct having all 3 of my favorites from one of my favorite seasons ever with crowns? Absolutely. It's so exciting. The problem and why it's a little complicated is Lemon did well, very well this season. She did the best this season, if we're being real. It just felt like there was a hedge of protection around her that wasn't necessary. I really wish they had put her in that safe spot in the ball, just because it feels like a little too like March to the coronation. Like, okay, this is what's happening. And I don't want that souring her reign as a winner, because it is a deserved win. Yet you're making it feel like, guess what? It was your destiny before we started anything. We knew we had you, girl. So I don't know. It's a little complicated for me. I'm thrilled she's a winner. I just wish they hadn't made it seem like such a march to the end, because we've seen marches to the end where somebody's absolutely dominating a season. And Lemon, I would not say she absolutely dominated this season. She was pretty close with a lot of the queens in a lot of the challenges. So I don't know. I'm very happy, but I do have mixed feelings. So that's it.
Yeah, I agree with you to an extent, because I clearly am not the biggest fan of production at the moment, and at all, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it feels correct, because here I would be a little upset if she didn't do as well as she actually did, and it felt pushed. But like, she didn't flop, and she didn't do bad in any of the challenges. So like, everyone else did not. That's other people flopped, but everyone else stumbled at least once. So like, I'm not mad. I do agree with the fact, like, we kind of knew that she was going to win when the cast was announced, but she kind of proved that it didn't matter if she was like written to win per se, or if she wasn't, because she just ate the competition. So like, we cannot argue with that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
True.
But I agree with you with the production. Like, I like shows to be produced. I don't like shows to be overproduced, is the thing.
No, yeah, like I did see kind of like that quote unquote overproduction in some type of way, just because trying to remember which episode it was specifically, aside from the ball, because like obviously everything else was fine, because like because when it came to probably Snatch Game the Rusical, like obviously like she did great. I wasn't sure like what constituted her win at that point, because like for me, as in like was her Snatch Game performance was what won her, or her performance, because obviously we didn't know which one was like, I don't know how they balanced that. So
I think she deserved it, and she did great this season, so fuck you all. So, now I'm going to ask this live because I forgot to ask before. David, how many points do the winner and runner-up get on the draft? Because that does actually alter things on who
5 for the winner, 3 for runner-up.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought. Cool. Then guess what? We have a draft update. In one of the closest drafts we've had in a while, I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in 4th place is River. Not
Fourth
by
delicious.
much, though, I have to say. Coming in with 30 points. 3rd place is Brandon with 31.5 points.
Oh,
so you
wow.
did catch up with some Lemon.
But I dropped. Damn.
Uh-huh. And then Eve and I are only within 1.5 points of each other. But I am happy to say that I won another draft!
Yes!
Yay! I can't win an Instagram video to save my life, but I sure can win a draft!
How many drafts is this now?
It's every-
It's like 5.
Every Drag Race draft this year has been won by Logan.
No, that is literally incorrect, because you literally sent us all of the results, and that's not true.
Which one did you know? No, which one did you not win?
España All-Stars, I believe. There's a couple
You
of
had
them.
Samantha and Sethless.
No, there literally have been drafts that I haven't won. I promise you that.
But the drag race ones you've won.
No, I'm telling you, David, there is a drag race draft I have not won.
Oh. No.
Okay. Anyway, we're just gonna.
Well, first of all, you got to remember what you said.
Who's that
We're
to?
gonna go ahead and get out of here. So, thank you for joining us for this season
First
of
of all,
Canada
you have
versus
to
the
remember
World.
what
We'll be
you
back
think.
with more. We'll be back with more other things in the near future. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share on the way out. Check out the description where you can find our audio podcast links, all of our other YouTube channels, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access, including early access to Look Over Here. You can find our socials and our merch link where you can get our merch, including but not limited to cup mug. And with that being said, we're going to get out of here. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Tongue.
It still get canceled.